Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to Mahala Monday on a Wednesday. My name is Dougal. Good morning.
Thank you for watching and good morning to you. And this is a special broadcast with collaboration with For Humanity. We're hosting the show today.
Yeah, overcoming poverty is not just a task of charity, it is an act of justice. Like slavery and apartheid, poverty is not natural, it is man-made, and it can be overcome and eradicated by actions of human beings. Sometimes it falls on a generation to be great, and you can be that great generation. So let your greatness blossom. And that is a quote from the late great statesman Nelson Mandela.
That's right. And every year we as a community get together, as South Africans we get together, celebrating this one special day. And that is Nelson Mandela Day.
Yeah, and Nelson Mandela International Day is synonymous with the ordinary man just doing amazing and great things, Rhoda. This is what this day is about.
That's true, Dougal. But you know what? I actually do believe that this should be a day that should be happening every day. We should be making differences in people's lives every single day, not just waiting for Nelson Mandela Day.
Yeah, and that is why we here at Mahala Monday, in collaboration with For Humanity, would like to invite you to join us so we can work together and do great things together. That's what it's about.
That's what it's all about. Us coming together, actually making a massive difference every single day of our lives. Because you know what, Dougal? Once you start off with even just Mandela Day, it automatically becomes part of you, and every day we're covering, doing some good for humanity.
It is, and that responsibility falls to all of us, Rhoda.
Yeah.
We all have that responsibility wherever you are. It doesn't matter. So whether you are an NPO, a non-government organization, an individual, a business, a corporate, we all got to work together to make our society better, because that is in fact what we do here at Mahala Monday as well. We want to secure the future.
That is right, Dougal. That's exactly what Mahala Monday does. We want to make 100% sure that all of you get informed at the end of the day and make a difference in our world. And this is what Mahala Monday is all about. Just telling you we can make that difference, give you that information that normally you don't get because of the fact that you sitting there, you're not 100% sure, and especially with COVID now, sitting at home, not showing what's going around you. This is a platform to tell you, look what's happening out there.
Yeah, and you know what, Rhoda, let's put things in perspective quickly. So, well, we all know our current unemployment numbers, which is sky high. And the reality is those numbers are probably a lot bigger than what we estimate those figures to be. Then all of a sudden now, you add the results of the COVID pandemic to that. Yeah. Then all of a sudden the picture looks bleak.
Yeah, and especially now, you're just listening at the end of the day to the news now, how people has been affected with this lockdown, which is, for me, it is level 5 light at the end of the day, which is level 4. And it has such a massive impact on our community right now.
It does. And everybody in the gig economy, and then you add the sectors of tourism, hospitality, and entertainment, they've all been negatively affected for the longest time during this pandemic, and now it is still going to go on. And things are really hard.
Yeah, that is so true, Rico. And I really feel for that, because I've been watching as well, and you always try and keep positive at the end of it, and watching the news and listening to the waiters, like the restaurants that's been closed now as well. And you know what? That they didn't actually have benefits from government with the tours either. So they've just been told to go, and they're at home now, So they've got mouths to feed, they've got families to feed, and how do you do this? So my question is, so what do you do? What do we do to make that difference?
It is a difficult question to answer. The one thing I do know is that as a nation, as a society, our compassion and kindness is beyond compare.
Oh yeah.
That I definitely know. And it is really time for us to show this again. And when it comes to that, our history is proven that we are resilient.
We're a resilient nation, yeah. So the question comes again, Dougal, what do we do? But we still got to do, but we'll tell you about that all shortly, because we'll be able to tell you exactly what you can do.
But you know what, and I also want you to consider this. We are constantly bombarded with sort of bad news stories. It is everywhere. So from corruption to scandals to just doom and gloom stories. Wherever you look on a newspaper, you look on an online publication app, it's the top story. Wherever you look, it's uninspiring, it's unmotivating, it's drivel. This is what we see. And then there's fake news. So you spend half the day just figuring out what is good news, what is the real thing, what is a fake story. That's what you spend half the day with. You never see real stories, the unsung heroes, people doing good. You got to search for that.
So
and or
true.
you just got to watch TV and hopefully you see like a 10-second bit at the end of a news bulletin.
True,
And hope
true.
you got to live. But we're constantly bombarded with these sort of stories. And this is not what it's about.
This is not what it's about. And it's sad, Dougal, because even the newspapers, this is what's selling sometimes is bad news.
Yeah.
And, you know, I really feel sometimes that the good stories need to be told. And this is why I love what we do, because we bring you those good stories. You know what I'm saying? And this is one of the platforms you can use. So luckily for you, for Mahala Monday and for humanity is here to be able to tell you and give you a bit of an idea what you can do to make that difference.
So what are we going to do, Rhoda?
So let's raise the question. What do you do? Let me tell you exactly how. So this is how we're going to do it, people. And if you're interested, you know, keep an open ear and open mind. And I know with, you know, what's happening in COVID right now, a lot of people is not sure with, you know, Nelson Mandela happening. We've always had all these days where we could do all these things. So we're kind of restricted now. So let me tell you now how to do it. So we invite you to share your stories with us, the guys that's busy doing all the community work out there that nobody knows about, because we're all sitting at home, we're all not sure what's going on out there because we've been cut off and we only have the news, like you said, you know, fake news. You need to figure all of this out. This is exactly why we're telling you, come, join us, tell us your stories.
Yeah, we definitely want to hear that. We want to hear from those lights in the community.
Oh, yeah.
People who are running soup kitchens, people in the community that are doing amazing things, looking after the frail, the elderly,
Oh,
the
yeah.
youth care center, people with youth care and youth development, all of that we want to hear. And luckily, our
Oh, yeah.
record shows, and you can just go look at any episode that we've done on Mahala Monday, where we feature these amazing people and organizations doing amazing things. So these are the stories we want to hear. So you got to let us know these stories and
yeah.
let's share it.
And
let's
share it. I mean, good example. I mean, Dougal was one of our guests that we had was with the youth. And you know, my memory is not 100%, but we've been basically having a lot of people on our Mahala Monday telling us a story about having to influence the youth, how to help them. There's Veronica's Kitchen, which did on Monday. So then there's Karen as well, that basically spied stages.
Yeah.
All these people is doing brilliant work. So that is the reason why we're also inviting all of those to share invite you to share your cause with us. So if it is a cause that you feel that you want to share with us, bring it to us. We'll be able to assist you. And the Karens of this world and Veronicas of this world, stories get out there. And automatically there can be a difference at the end of the day if you tell us exactly what you're doing.
I like what you say, Rhoda, because sometimes we look around ourselves in our community down the street and we see something that we would like to be changed for the better.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes we know the cause, we just don't know how to go about it. How do you team up with like-minded people? How do you get to share those emotions
That is so true.
and really bring it across? And
Yeah.
we want to hear that. We want to hear that. That
Yeah.
is for humanity is coming in.
About.
And this platform is absolutely brilliant. So you've got to get in touch with us and we're going to do all of that.
That is right. And you know what, Dougal, sometimes I'm just watching the news or watch my Facebook or the social media, and there's such a lot of things that's happening. I mean, one of the things that always gets stuck in my mind is the ladies that, it's called the gown parade. They call the gown gang. And it's all of the mothers that found out that their kids in the community was being robbed. And they then get up in the morning and make sure the kids go to school. These are the stories I would like to tell at the end of the day, and have these ladies on and tell them, come guys, let's hear your stories. So there's a lot of these stories that we are not aware of, you know, that people are making a difference in the community, and a rippling effect of having to say, you know what, we want to make 100% sure our children are safe on our streets. And this is the reality out there, that people are having to live their life sometimes stressing about the kids standing on the street, especially with COVID now.
Yeah.
They're not going to school.
Yeah.
What's happening to these kids?
Yeah.
You know? So one of those stories.
And you're hitting it on the nail there, because wherever you live, you might be doing something. Whatever it is you're doing in your community, somebody else watching the show might go, wait a minute, let's do that. And indirectly, if you're doing your thing in, let's say, Cape Town, somebody in Johannesburg is watching this, and your ripple effect is basically there, because this is what the conversation is about.
All about.
Do you know what I mean? Having the conversation, a great moment is created, and that can lead to a lasting benefit in so many ways. So this is what it's about.
That is so right. So there we go. Tiana Greef says, hey there, Tiana. Lovely to see you there. So this is the invite to everybody out there. If you can donate with us to be able to help all these those guys is going to come on board and tell us, look here, this is my story, I need assistance, this is what I need at the end of the day. If you can donate or assist in any way, this is also the platform we're wanting to invite you to our platform as well.
Yeah, so whether you're an individual, a business, big corporate, this is it. This platform is absolutely amazing for you. The benefit speaks for itself. And of course, we definitely got to get involved. Because Rhoda, the big thing is we all got to do something.
We have to do something, Dougal. We cannot sit around on our couches and look at everything and say, oh, everybody else is doing the difference. You can also make that difference.
Yeah, you certainly can. So the good news is for you that Mahala Monday, in proud association with For Humanity, from the 12th of July through till the 16th of July, will be broadcasting every day, where we will bring you these stories of these unsung heroes, people doing amazing things, and of course businesses contributing to uplift the community and society, to create that society that we all want. All done in the spirit and in the essence, of course, of Nelson Mandela International Day.
That is right. So guys, you know what the reality is as well, we cannot wait for government to do all of this. Am I right, Dougal?
No, they've got their hands full. They've got their hands full. And you know what? The biggest thing is, if you want to make a change, you got to. And I know it's sometimes cliche. We all say this all the time.
Oh, yeah.
The government's got their hands full. They can meet us at the goalpost.
Oh,
they can meet us there. You know what?
True.
The bus to make a change and create a better society is not leaving tomorrow. It left. It left long time ago. It's a case of whether you are getting on for the ride. This is now our call. This is it.
That's right, Dougal. So you know what, if you want to secure the future, if you want to make sure our future stands on a better footing at the end of the day, then this is the platform for you to make that difference. Because I think there is so many corporates even, that at the end of the day they're doing good, but nobody gets to hear about it.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Don't.
So this is a platform where we were able to put your logos out there, make a boo-ha of everything that you've done for your community out there, and basically put you out there into the world. Yeah. So you must remember, at the end of the day, with the new life and the new streaming and virtual, we don't just put you in South Africa, we put you around the world so that you can be recognized, and we at the end of the day give you the tap on the shoulder to say well done, because at the end of the day most of these people actually don't get this opportunity to say thank you.
No, we certainly don't. And this is the big thing. So I'm in total agreement with you. And that is one of the great things about Mahala Monday. And also I would just like to point out that you can watch any of our previous episodes and really see what it is about. And now we're staring Nelson Mandela International Day in the face.
Yeah.
More so than ever, the needs are bigger. More than ever, the demands are bigger. So we all got to make something work. We got to do this. I don't want to hear bad news things anymore. I don't want to hear that anymore. I want to hear positive stories. I want to have heroes. And most of the time, the heroes are right around the corner. So let's be the heroes. So just to recap, we invite you to share your stories with us. All the good you've been doing. We also want to have you join us and work together. This is what it's about, creating that partnership, working together. So looking forward to your contributions as well, to we can just uplift our community, and especially in this time.
Especially in this time. And you know what, this is only collaboration with one of our partners that we've joined up with, which is For Humanity. So exactly that, it's For Humanity, putting it out there and being able to assist everybody at the end of the day to make that difference.
Yeah. So that is exciting times. It really is.
It is, Dougal. I'm quite excited about it. Yeah. So I see there's some comments. I know your eyesight is better than mine at the end of the day.
So let's go on this one here. So Yuki has said a couple of things, and there's one on the screen as well that has just popped up. And I think it was Hubert. It says giving back is the right thing to do, whether it is donating clothing or even just a smile to someone who needs it. Another fantastic initiative. Thank you very much, Hubert. Euclid Klaassen says there are so many good stories out there, and we hope we get to hear all those stories. We hope we get to hear them. This is really what it is about.
So
Tanya Kreef said hi. Hubert says, I believe our country during this tough times desperately needs good news. And you know what? I agree.
That is so true. I agree.
This is what it is. We need that. We really need that. I want to read this comment as well from Tanya quickly as well. We can change the world and make it a better place, it is in our hands to make a difference. And that is from Nelson Mandela as well. Thank you, Tanya, for that. So, love the energy, love the commitment, love the passion.
Oh, yes.
But the talking is done.
Oh, yes.
This is our call to action. We do it now. As they say, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Now, I don't know about you, I consider myself to be tough.
I myself are very tough.
There we go. So that is what we're going to do. So you know exactly what we're planning. We want to hear great stories. You've got to be looking out for it. Between the 12th and the 16th of next month, that is July, of course, we'll be on air every day bringing you these amazing stories and showing you how people are contributing to making the society better. And of course, also, we want you to be part of it. So if you've got suggestions, you've got donations, whether you're sitting with manpower, time, financial resources, all of these things we're going to need to come to the party, of course. And that is exactly what we're going to do. I look forward to working together.
Yeah, and I think what's happening now as well, Dougal, is there's a lot of companies, because of our lockdown that's happened now, you know, normally we started really from the beginning of July, actually doing things for our, you know, making that difference in our communities. We've actually, everybody's just hands has been cut. Because of the fact our lockdown is up until about the 11th, if I'm not mistaken. If the president says we're going to continue our lockdown, it could go on longer, which restricts what you can do out there. So normally you will be doing all of these things. Let's take advantage of us. We're saying we're here to be able to assist you to still make the difference at the end of the day, because there's no restrictions. We can still make that difference. We'll be able to assist you to make this still happening at the end of the day.
You know what, and now that you say that, let's not forget, any act of kindness, it doesn't matter how small it is.
Oh yeah.
It is the essential thing that makes us humans.
That makes us humans.
It is the most important thing that we have, is to show compassion and dignity and just be aware of things around you. This is what we got to do. If you never thought about that, then just for today, think about that the whole time. There is no act of kindness that is too small.
Too small. And Dougal, just on that, I mean, we've also been quite involved, even prior to this, with a lot of community work. And with an association with For Humanity, we've done quite a bit as well. And you know, one of the things that I'll never forget is one of the places we went to, which was one of the children homes that where she spoke to me, the director spoke to me, and she said, you know what, and it's good and well that we're painting and we're fixing things, doing some painting and that, because this is what a lot of companies like doing, and spending that money on buying the paint, buying things like that. And she said many times, it's not necessarily the painting of the venue, it is the food for every single day. It's the face cloth that needs to be bought for that child. It's the nappies that need to be bought. So I'm not saying don't go and paint and that. I'm just saying here's a platform at the end of the day where these associations out there can come and tell us, I need nappies, I need dry ingredients for the soup to make for these for the communities out there, soup kitchens, because this is what they need basically to be able to feed, because with COVID right now, we're sitting with a problem. Hunger.
You know what, and you're hitting it on the head there, because sometimes we've got to have the conversation. When I approach you, when a corporate comes and says, listen, we would like to mow your lawn and buy you a new lawnmower and just paint your building. That is all wonderful, because you as the organization, you're just happy that somebody has spotted you and they're willing to do it. But it is difficult to have that hard conversation to say, listen, we need bread. We need dry ingredients.
Every day.
It is difficult to say this is what we need. I know, you know, we all know what we need. We all know.
That is so true.
And at this time, those hard conversations, and they're not hard conversations anymore.
No, it's not.
They're general conversations
conversations.
That is the conversation we got to have. I'm sorry, but the time for just sitting around and doing nothing is gone. If you consider yourself in any way human, if you consider yourself in any way somebody that embodies compassion, then please join us. Let's do something together. And let's be honest, we don't know the answers, but by just talking about it, putting everything on the table, 2 heads is always better than one.
That is so
Except for Rhoda's head is a lot better than mine. I like your laugh.
Thank you, Dougal. So guys, if you want to get in contact with us and you really want to make that difference, you know what? Contact us. You can email us at info@nickay.co.za, Or you could go to our website to get information on how to get in contact with us at www.nickay.com. So info@nickay.co.za and www.nickay.com.
Yeah, and it's very exciting. So we really look forward to hearing from you, of course, and we're definitely excited. And we'll be doing those shows every day from the 12th of July through till the 16th, and that is going to be fun. Also, thank you for humanity, for your collaboration with us and making this all possible. Thank you very much. So that wraps it up from us.
That's right, Dougal. What a fabulous time we spent together. I enjoyed it on a Wednesday.
On a Wednesday, it was Mahala Monday. So definitely the one thing you got to do is you got to like this video, but you got to share it.
Share.
As much as possible.
We need to get our information out there. We need to get this out there, guys. We're limited with COVID to be able to do still our good and the best that we can for Mandela Day, but you know what? We can still do this.
Before we go, what is the email again? info@nikkay.
.co.za.
As easy as that. Like and share this. From us on a Wednesday, we'll be back on a Monday.
Yeah, see you on Monday. Bye. Oh, I love that. 12th to the 16th of July, Mandela Day. Don't forget, guys. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't miss it.
Don't miss it.